grappling.
I'm Josh Hayden. I'm from Owensboro, Kentucky. That's where I first started training jiu-jitsu, and now I'm here in Fishhawk in Tampa, Florida, training with Gracie Tampa. I first got into jiu-jitsu after college football. I was sitting around, wasn't doing much, and gained weight. And my little brother, who was a professional fighter at the time, he asked me to come to the gym. It took me about a year, then I finally got into it. And once I got into the gym, I've been in here almost 4 years now, and it's took me from Owensboro to now I'm here in Florida. I played football at Georgetown College in Kentucky. I played cornerback, and I've been playing football. I played football ever since I was 9 years old. In 2013, I competed in the ADCC trials in Columbus, Ohio, and after I won, we went and competed in Beijing for the Abu Dhabi Combat Championships. I met Robbie D'Onofrio, and we got to talk about my training regimen, and I was working 40 to 50 hours a week, and I wasn't training that often, and I wanted to dedicate more time to the mats because it had only been 3 years. I'd been training for 3 years, and I had made it to ADCC, so I figured, what if I dedicated more time to the mats? Where could I take this? And Robbie D'Onofrio gave me the opportunity, and a couple months later, I moved down here to Tampa, and I was instructing at his gym, and now I have my own academy here in Fishhawk. We opened up Gracie Fishhawk in around October, November, and we're slowly growing. We got about 40 to 50 students right now, and we're building some competitors. I found that trying to be a teacher, instructing jiu-jitsu, and competing at the same time it's a hard thing to find the balance in that. And typically what I do is whenever I'm teaching, I'm all about that. That's where I'm at. But I have to set aside certain days. I have a training regimen with Gracie Tampa. I train with Matt Arroyo, Robbie D'Onofrio, and all the other black belts here at Gracie Tampa. I would describe myself as primarily a leg locker. Majority of my wins were leg locks, and my philosophy is if I can finish the match in 30 seconds, then that's what I'm going to do. Work smarter, not harder. I train gi and no gi. I train in the gi probably about twice a week, and I compete primarily in no gi, but I don't do gi. I haven't competed in gi yet because I don't like the fact that people don't hunt for submissions. People are more focused on the winning by points, playing the rules, and I'm not a staller. I win by submission or I lose by submission. I try to never win by points. I'd much rather lose by submission than win by points. Before a match, in my mind, I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do. I'm not worried about what my opponent's going to do. I'm just going to impose my will on them, and so they don't ever get on offense. I want to keep them on defense the whole time. So far, my greatest accomplishment here in jiu-jitsu is going to the Abu Dhabi Championships and competing in Beijing, China. The experience of going to ADCC, being around all the top level competitors in the world, was definitely a beautiful experience. I got to talk to several of the grapplers. I talked to Cyborg and Pablo, Joao Assis, and I mean, just the fact that they communicating with them and, you know, taking them off that pedestal, because all I used to see was them on YouTube or hearing about them, but being with them in person and talking to them and realizing that, you know, they feel the same way I do about jiu-jitsu and that they're no different than me and you, and we're just all competitors trying to climb the ladder. A short-term goal of mine for this year, 2015, I want to win the North American trials I'm not sure where it's going to be. They keep giving us a runaround. But and the long-term goal is I want to get into MMA and see where that avenue takes me. But I'm going to compete in jiu-jitsu too. I think that the professional grappling events, I think we're, as a community in jiu-jitsu and submission fighting, that I think that we are definitely, EBI is definitely stepping in the right direction to making submission fighting and jiu-jitsu mainstream. Metamoris, Polaris, and EBI, I would love to compete in those. With this controversy of exclusive contracts, hypothetically, if a contract came my way, I would probably sign it. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. To each his own. That's just how I feel about it. Outside of jiu-jitsu, there's not really anything I do other than train. Hayden's World is on my YouTube channel. I come out with these episodes, and it's just so people can see my world as I see it. If you want to watch the Hayden's World episodes, you can go to YouTube and just search I Josh Hayden. You'll see the playlist Hayden's World, and you can check out the first one all the way till now. I have a few in the works, coming out with a podcast, coming out with a Hayden's World Weekly, and you can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All of it is I Josh Hayden, and I'll follow you back. I'd like to thank my sponsors, New Breed, No Judges Needed, A Touch of Wellness, and Whole Body Fuel.